This is Dexter Robinson, Entrepreneurship 601, and this is a Making It Better review of a product. My product that I have here today is sock tips. It's actually a item that helps reduce creasing in sneakers. So I really wanted to review this product. One, because the founder and owner of the product is Chad Taylor. He's a good friend of mine. But more importantly, I believe in this product, and I think it's very unique and fitting for this class. Innovation in the sense that there have been tons of ideas around how to keep creases out of your shoes. Growing up, I would be what many call a sneakerhead. So I have lots of different sneakers, and it's an investment, so you want to take care of them. But the inevitable happens with leather is that they crease. So there have been tons of different ideas growing up to where people have worn 2 or 3 socks to be able to actually keep their shoes from creasing. So Chad, like many of us other sneakerheads, had developed a way growing up that he has created what is now known as sock tips. So some of sock tips competitors are a little bit unorthodox in the sense that sock tips actually doesn't have anyone currently at the moment that at least that I've found that has created a wearable item to help decrease creasing in your shoes while you're actually wearing them. So to help better understand what we're really talking about is generally when you buy shoes, you find things like tissue paper inside of your shoes to help from the shoe from creasing prior to you buying it and other people trying it on. Other times you may find some sort of hard cardboard that would go inside your shoe, which is currently inside of these shoes, to help prevent creasing over time. But what Chad has been able to do is, if you will, this could be your foot. And what Chad has done is he's actually created a sock tip that goes over your foot and has a special padding in it that actually helps keep your shoe from creasing as you're walking in the shoe, which makes this item very, very unique than other items. This is a patent pending project that Chad has. He's been selling sock tips in this packaging form for about 3 years now. So it is something that he's working on. He's looking to increase his funding to better enhance the quality of the actual sock tip and the technology behind it. Competitors that we've seen, Foot Action, Amazon, just about any shoe store that you can think of, Dick's Sporting Goods, Champs, is going to have some sort of shoe protector that's going to be a hard plastic, similar to the cardboard that you saw before. So that's all that's out right now. Growing up, I actually used to watch my grandpa use what they call a shoe tree to help with creasing as well. So basically you push it down like that and you put it inside your shoe, and it helps keep the shoe full so that the leather won't break and fall. I use it in dress shoes and they work fairly well, but I like the sock tip idea in the sense that it's the first item that I've ever seen that you can actually wear while you have the shoe on. Many of these other items I do use when the shoe isn't on. So as you'll see, I've got some things inside this shoe here that help it from not creasing as I'm wearing it, but very traditional. It's got the tissue on the inside and the cardboard on the outside, and this piece here helps keep it stuffed in there and placed appropriately. So Chad's actual product and the sock tips, and as you'll see on the behind on the packaging, it has some product information there. So it really just talks about the silicone beads that help finish filling up the shoe and make it secure to your sock. There's also a terry loop top to it as well that helps with the elastic band and finish and fill in the shoe, as well as decrease the creasing and the space between your foot and the shoe. There is some technological material that he does not verify what it actually is. And I think that's what really makes the sock tip special in itself, is what actually helps it not crease. So that part is the secret, if you will, to the sock tip. So sock tips are 97% polyester and 3% spandex. So we do know that much about the sock tip itself. One of these packages, and then you notice that it's one size fits all and it's one pair, but one of these packages here is $5.50. Chad, being the sneaker guy that he is, he actually sells them in various colors so that they can match the shoes that you're wearing and whatnot. So I think it's a very cool product. I like the product a lot. What would be helpful is if he had probably a little bit more material in there, I think. So as you'll see, this one's already open. I don't want to open my new pack. But as you'll see, this is almost like it feels somewhat like a microfiber, if you will. So it's padded pretty well there. But I think as he enhances over time, he'll pad it some more and give it that true cushion that it needs, so that the leather has some bounce to it. And then the toe, I think one size fits all is a little difficult. Obviously, thinking about all the different types of people that may want to wear this shoe, I imagine once you hit about size 13 or 14, it could be fairly difficult to put on this size sock tip. And probably the same going on the other end of the spectrum. If you have a smaller foot, thinking more about women's feet, for example, my wife wears a size 6. This would probably be too big for her foot, so it's not going to have the same feel and cushion to it. So one of the recommendations that I would probably make for sock tips is actually to have varying sizes, similar to socks in the way that they do it. The other thing that I think could happen over time is that somebody uses this technology like a Nike in the athletic socks that they already have with the padding, and Nike socks, they reduce sweat on your feet and kind of absorb that to keep your foot dry. So I think this is a technology that they could easily add to the socks that they already create. We do know that that is something that I think realistically could happen. I don't think it's necessarily on Nike's radar as far as creasing is concerned. I think Nike is going to encourage you to actually buy another pair of shoes because that's how they make money. So while I think they could use the technology to enhance some of their elite socks or athletic socks that they sell and other companies like them, I don't think it's a focal point as of yet. Realistically, I don't necessarily think it will be in the future. So I think sock tips realistically is safe for now, unless they have some other competitors that are able to enhance the technology to have a longer lasting sock tip that allows your shoes not to crease. Generally, Chad, the owner of Sock Tip, says that, by wearing your sock tips, you can increase the wear of your shoe anywhere from 1 to 3 years. And he provides plenty of pictures on his website, socktips.com, to show some of the shoes that he's worn over time. His Instagram, he posts regularly and kind of shows shoes that he's had for quite some time. We're talking anywhere from 7 and 10 years, and they still look crisp and fresh and new to where he can wear them. And they look good quality. So this is my Make It Better on Sock Tips, Entrepreneurship 601. And I encourage you to try it out and check one if you're a sneaker fan like me and you want to consistently keep yours. I'll give you an example of these shoes here. You'll notice that here on the tip, you can see a little creasing here. For the amount of time I've probably worn these shoes, the sock tips actually do me well. So most of my sneakers, I actually put my sock tips on and wear them, and they're comfortable. And sometimes when you take your foot out, you forget that you actually had them on. So they're quite comfortable in that way. I would love if they kind of enhance the technology as well, so that you can wear them in different types of shoes. Obviously, I can't wear sneakers to work, so it'd be nice to have the same idea surrounding kind of dress shoes and more casual shoes, because all shoes crease. So, if you can help me all the way around, that would be great. So I love shoes. It's not just sneakers. So I think Sock Tips is a great product. I would love to see it continue to grow and expand in the way of casual shoes and dress shoes, as well as even a better fit and more padding. So I think those are the things that he can improve on. And he's working in the market, so he talks to a lot of other folks that wear a lot of shoes. So we've talked to some basketball players and some other things there. So I think he's moving in the right direction. It's a dream that he's had, and he actually dreamed this sock tip idea actually in 5th grade. So Chad is in his upper 30s. So this is something that he's been working on for quite some time, and has had various models of the sock tip to continue to increase or enhance comfort and reduce creasing. So it's a dream that he's had for probably about 2 decades now, and continues to work on. So that's very inspiring for my own entrepreneurial goals, and why I decided to do this review. Enjoy.